And volunteers. Want to say thank you to Xfinity, Speedo, Athletico. Athletico actually has a trainer on deck for all your swimmer and coaches needs. All-American Swim Team Store, Oceans Apparel, they're actually on site here in the gymnasium. Wintrust and Marriott. And once again, just want to give a nice warm round of applause coming up here in a little bit. But just want to say thank you to the Cats Aquatics Club for hosting the 2018 Age Group Long Course Champs. Our meet host this morning, or I guess you could say, or for this whole weekend, the meet director is Sammy Joe, and the entry chair is Jeff Arce. Meet and admin referees, our meet referee is Jack Yetter, and our administrative referee is Tim Kroll, and all of our officials. All right, in just about 6 minutes, we're going to be getting this started. So, when it hits 8:25, I'm going to do this. If you're missing your glasses, I have them. Me up in the stands. One thing that I do before each and every session, and if you know me, you know how I do this. Right before our Star Spangled Banner or National Anthem, I'd like to ask any military in the house, if you are past, present, or future military, doesn't matter what branch, or if you're family, Army, Navy, Marines, please rise if able. Air Force, are you Air Force? Stand up. Any military, family, friends, please stand and rise. We'd like to say thank you so much for your time and your service. We appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate your time. We salute you. That gives me goosebumps. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me to do that. In the house. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. It's always great seeing some really great faces. A lot of good friends, a lot of good colleagues. Oh, yeah, ladies and gentlemen. It is the 2018 Illinois Swimming Age Group Champs, proudly hosted by Cats Aquatic. The only thing I have left to say is, swimmers, are you ready? You could do a lot better than that. Swimmers, are you ready? That's what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, it is day number 1 of the Age Group Championships for Illinois Swimming Long Course. From here, Mr. Starter. this championship meet off is going to be event number 26. Looks like we're going to have 3 heats this morning, and the 4th heat will be swam this evening, or swum. Go.
Think so?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially off to the races. This is event number 26, the boys 13-14 800-meter free relay. This is heat 1 of looks like 3 this morning. In lane 4, we have Fox Valley. Lane 5, Palatine Park District. And lane 6, we have Lincoln Way. Taking the first 50 to the feet. Looks like 30.19, lane number 5. It's going to be close. Have the first swimmers dropping underneath the flags. Into the wall on the first 150. Looks like 139.58 for lane number 6. Lincoln Way holding it down on the first 150, bringing it back. First transitions up on the blocks. It's going to be close, bringing it in. Finishing up the first 200. Looks like 158.93. Took that first 200 home. Looks like Lincoln Way's trying to open up a little bit of a gap right now. Fox right on his heels. Still so early in the race. It is anybody's race. Bringing back their back half 200 with this first 100. Looks like Dropping the 150, sitting at a 3:54. With a 50 split of, looks like that was not 110. Man. This board is going to get me. This board is going to get me. Second swimmer making the way back on their 200. Second transition, the third swimmer is loaded on the blocks right now. We have Lincoln Way in, PPD in, and Fox officially in. Third swimmer in the water, just crushing it right now. First of the feet looks like 30.71, Lincoln Way. 30.83 and a 29.61. Looks like Fox is trying to bridge the gap right now. Passing through 25 meters. First swimmer under the flags, dropping to the wall, takes the first 100. They're sitting at a 5:34.45. I see PPD trying to make a push right now. Lincoln Way to the wall, sitting at a 35.74. PPD to the wall, 35.62. Bringing it back. These guys, two front leaders right now, passing through 25 meters. PPD trying to make a push. Looks like 15 meters. PPD's trying to make a push. Hitting the flags, dropping in the paint. Lincoln Way in, PPD in. It's going to be close. These guys up, off to the races. Fox is in. We officially have all the anchors in the water for heat number 1, event number 26. The boys, 13-14, 800 free relay. PPD trying to close the gap on the first 50. Dropping to the wall. Looks like Lincoln Way sitting with a 7:16.28. PPD sitting with a 7:17.73. Making a move up to his hips, pushing to his shoulders. It is almost neck and neck, stroke for stroke right now. These guys are closing in on their first 100. Thank you. Taking it back, last 100. Who's it gonna be? These guys are just going to battle right now. Sitting there hugging the lane, just staring at each other. You know what's going through their head. What do you got? What do you got, man? This is my house. No, man, this is my house. PPD making a move, dropping to the wall, to the feet on the turn. It is PPD sitting at 8:27.44. Lincoln Way, 8:29.01. Kicking in the boosters on the last 50 meters. What is left in the tank? Looks like PPD making a move, trying to bridge it out, open up a gap. Passing through 25 meters. PPD trying to pull away, passing through 15. Under the flags, shut the door, throw away the key. It is PPD taking that one home with the 901.36. Lincoln Way with the 905.40. Nice job, guys. Up next, Heat 2. Off to the races is Heat 2, event number 26, the boys 13-14 800 free relay. In lane 1, we have West Swim Club, their B. Academy Bullets in 2 is their B. NASA Wildcats, their B is in 3. Hornets in 4, their A. Fox Valley, their A is in 5. YWCA, the Flying Fish, are in 6. Blue Tide is in 7. Chicago Wolfpack is in 8. And Academy Bullets, their C is in 9. Bringing it back on the first 100. Sim with a 104.77 to 34.16. Looks like tied in 5. These guys just charging. Pushing through the last 15 meters of the 150. It's going to be close. Under the flags, taking it to the wall. 150 sitting at, it looks like a 139.97. 200ths of a difference is lane 7 with 139.99. Good racing. First transition up. First swimmer coming in. Settling up that first 200. Looks like 2:14.18, 2:14.35 between lane 7 and tied in 5. Second swimmer in the water across the pool. Dropping the first 50. 26.21. Hornets pulling out in front in lane number 4. Getting a little bit of movement in the pack. Field opening up just a little bit. Looks like we have sitting out front right now is Hornets with the 3:13.69, sitting at a 30.65. Coming in, Academy Bullets, they're in lane 2 with the 3:17.40, sitting at a 33.2. Hornets just airing it out right now. You got that second transition coming up. That third swimmer getting ready and loaded up. Hornets to the wall on the feet, sitting at a 3:47.08, rocking a 33.39. 35.01 for Academies in 2. Sitting at 35, 37, 38 low. Hornets opening up. There's a good, say, 2 body lengths. But Bullets are fast approaching in lane number 2. Third swimmer Loaded on the blocks, ready to roll. Hornets are in. Bullets are in. It's a chase. Looks like we officially have the third swimmer in the water. Knocking out the first 50. Hornets in at 31.5 at a 4:53.91. Academy Bullets in 2, sitting at a 4:56.40 with a 30.17. If you're watching the tank right now, it is a race. It looks like Bullets making a move in 2. Bringing back the first 100 on their back half, 2. Drop into the wall. Looks like 36.77, 34.45. Academy is definitely on the move right now. There is definitely movement in the pack right now. Everybody just shuffling around. It's going to be close coming in on this 150. Looks like Bullets taking it over with the 36.90. Hornets with the 37.73. YWCA in there with a 33.7. These guys just making moves all race long. Bringing it back. All the anchors are loaded up on the blocks, ready to rip. Bringing it to the wall. Sitting at, looks like YWCA. Bringing it with a 6:44. Hornets with a 6:45. Academy with a 6:46. Anchors are just unleashing right now in the first 50. We have 4-5 teams going head to head, dropping it into the first 50. It is too close to call right now. Looks like a 29.15, maybe Academy sitting at a 7:16.08. We officially have 5 teams battling it out up front, pushing through, bringing it back on the first 100. Taking it to the wall, looks like 32.29, 33.96. A little bit of movement. Looks like 3 teams are trying to air it out a little bit. 2 and 5. Looks like they're just staring at each other. What you got, man? What you got? Dropping it back on the 150. Sitting at 35.16. Is that lane 3? No, that's not lane 3. That's lane 2. We definitely have a battle between lane 2 and 5. Academy B and Tide. Bringing it back. Passing through 15 meters. On the way to the wall. Dropping into the paint under the flags. Taking it to the house. It is Academy. Bringing it home with an 8:58.84. Tide rocking it out with an 8:59.15. And lane number 7 was Blue Tides. rocking out with a 9:04.06. Ladies and gentlemen, up next is Heat 3. Off to the races, Heat number 3. In lane 1, we have New Trier. Lane 2, St. Charles. Lane 3, Patriot Aquatic Club. Lane 4, Mundelein Mustangs. Lane 5, West Swim Club. Lane 6, Glenview Titans. Lane 7, Fox Valley. Lane 8, Wheaton. Lane 9, Maverick. And lane 10, Alligator Aquatics. Taking it to the house on the first 50 with a 29.37, and G-Tech sitting in lane number 6. Cranking it out for the first 100. Lead swimmers under the flags, taking it to the wall. Sitting with a 101.95. G-Tech still holding it down. First swimmers taking it to the 150. G-Tech still holding on with the 32.71, sitting at a 134.66. Second swimmer on the block. G-Cat bringing that one 31.36. Sitting at a 212.57. West in 5. 212.99. Looks like St. Charles in 2. In the water right now, looks like we have Ricciardi in lane 1. McMillan in 2. Heyman in 4. McCarty in 5. Schoenfeld in 6. Wang in 7. Coffey in 8. Townsend in 9. And Hargert in 10. Glenview putting a little bit of air time between first and second. Glenview taking it to the wall, sitting at a 3:10.96 with a 35.03. Got some movement in the field. We officially have a race up in the first top 3 spots right now. Bringing it back on this back half 200. These guys turning on the boosters. Third swimmer locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll up on the blocks. Check out the transition. It is G-Tech, West, and Fox battling out up front for the first 3 spots. Dropping the first 50. Looks like 28.71, 28.14, 30.02. Fox trying to make a move. Fox trying to make a move. It's going to be close, dropping in underneath the flags, taking it to the wall. It is Fox sitting out front now, answering back with a 524.09. G-Tech sitting there with the 525.30. West with the 528.57. To the wall, to the feet. 32.31. Fox opening up a gap. 35.69. Glenview West coming in there. 37.68. All the anchors getting ready. Bringing that 200 home is Fox. Back half split, 32.30. Fox and Glenview off to the races. West in the water. The anchors are charging right now. In lane 1, we have Mr. Ziu. Lane 2, Schluter. Lane 3, Fatahala. Lane 4, Osgin. Lane 5, Hogue. Lane 6, Kondrashev. Lane 7, Brurau. Lane 8 is Brurau. Lane 9 is Rare. And lane 10, Tonkovic. First 100. With the back half split is 36.18. Fox, G-Tech in there, 32.14. West with 31.97. G-Tech answering back right now. Answering back right now, we have Glenn with the 33.44. We're sitting at an 8.10.84. Fox with the 8.12.90 with a pace of 37.12. Looks like Mundelin making a move in there too. Lane number 4. Under the flags, dropping it to the wall, it looks like G-Tech with a 8.43.92. Mustangs right there with a 8.49 or 8.48.12. Fox running out the top 3 with a 8.48.16. Nice swim, gentlemen. Nice swim. Coming up next is going to be event number 9, the girls 13-14 100 meter free. The pool is officially open for warm-ups for 8 minutes. The pool is open for warm-ups, 8 minutes. Feet first, 3-point slide in, please. Safety, safety, safety. Once again, the pool is open for 8 minutes. Feet first entry, 3-point slide in. Pulse check. Everybody in the stands, we doing good? Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Yes. That was a good 800. What do you think? I thought it was. Highly entertaining. Coming up right now, we're going to have event number 9. This is the girls 13, 14, 100 meter free. Once again, the meet record was set in 2014 by Melissa Pish with a 56.90. Once again, the pool is officially closed. Once again, the pool is officially closed. There it is, officially off and running with event number 9, the girls 13, 14, 100 meter free. This is heat 1 of 6 in lane 4. We have Kaylin Gridley. Lane 5 is Camilla Nowak. Lane 6, Phoebe Parberg. And lane 7 is Kate Schilling. These ladies just going hammer time on the first 50. To the feet, dropping in the paint. Looks like 30.17, 30.06. Miss Schilling holding that first 50. One of my favorite things about swimming, hundredths and tenths of a second. Separate 1 through 2 or the whole field. It is unreal. These ladies bringing it back, passing through 15 meters. Dropping under the flags, taking it to the wall, bringing it home is Miss Schilling in lane number 7 with a 102.89. Up next, heat 2. This is a hot heat. Off and running. Heat 2 is a hot heat. Lane 1, we have Nadia Helm. Lane 2, Alyssa Schwengel. Lane 3 is Lily Consiglio. Lane 4, Kendall Pickering. Lane 5, Mackenzie Miller. Lane 6, Bailey Racky. Lane 7, Lauren Willie. Lane 8 is Jane Sanderson. Lane 9 is Olivia Assay. Lane 10 is Paige Armstrong. Taking it to the house on the first 50. Watch 29.70. Looks like Consiglio in 3. Passing through 15. Now passing through 15 meters, getting close. There it is. Ladies bringing it home under the flags. Sitting with a 102.31. Miss Sanderson answering back. All right, here it is. Heat 3 of 6. Lane 1, Sophia Z. Lane 2, Ella Schrader. Lane 3, Olivia Hayer. Lane 4, Sarah Cawley. Lane 5, Veronica Peachnick. Lane 6, Melissa Patterson. Lane 7, Ella Young. Lane 8 is Hannah Nat. Lane 9, Tessa Jones. And lane 10 is Autumn Huffnagel. These ladies charging to the wall, dropping into the paint, taking it to the turn. First to the feet looks like 29.43 by Miss Peachnik in lane number 5. Bringing it back on this back half 100. Halfway. Underneath the flags, bringing it home, and it looks like Miss Hayer with a 32.89 back half split with a 102.38. Officially underway, heat number 4 of 6, lane 1. Genesis Munoz Aviles. Lane 2, Madison Szymanski. Lane 3, Miss Grace Hagemaster. Lane 4, Emily Busaro. Lane 5, Miss Lillian Reeder. Lane 6, Leslie Wendell. Lane 7, Sophia Maruk. Lane 8, Kaya Breidenbaugh. Lane 9, Miss Molly Yetter. And lane 10, Sophie Geraci. To the wall, 29.11, Miss Yetter right now. Pushing through 15 meters. Dropping to the blue paint, to the wall. Looks like Miss Wendell with a 31.36 back half split is sitting at a 100.52. Fresh off the blocks right now is heat 5. In lane 1, we have Alexa Smith. Lane 2, Christine Kelly. Lane 3, Annabelle Olivio. Lane 4, Sally Ma. Lane 5, Caitlin Suda. Lane 6, Hannah Shimada. Lane 7, Molly Lumsden. Lane 8, Michelle Kaner. Lane 9, Audrey Kilmer. Lane 10 is Claudia Zesnik. Taking it to the house and claiming the first 50 on this one looks like 29.03. Miss Suda in 5. This is a race, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing it back, passing through the first 25 meters. So close between the whole field. Pushing through 15 meters. Stroke for stroke, bringing it underneath the flags. Taking it to the wall, and first to be Miss Ma answering back with a 100.68 with a back half split of a 31.66. Up next, heat 6. Moving right along, this is heat 6. In lane 1, we have Ryan Grasser. Lane 2, we have Juliana Harden. Lane 3, Katerina Schneider. Lane 4, Molly Lubner. Lane 6, Carly Novaline. Lane 6 is Julietta Tracy. Lane 7, Piper Wood Prince. Lane 8, Nia Robinson. Lane 10 is Lauren Beagle. And lane 10 is Mara Walker. 27.75 looks like. Miss Novaline in 5. Out of the final heat, this crew passing through 25 meters. Lane number 5 trying to open it up a little bit, bringing it to the wall. Who's it going to be? Lane number 5, Miss Novaline with a 58.05. Nice job, ladies. Up next is going to be event number 10. This is the boys, 13-14, 100 free. Heat 1 of 4 in the water. Lane 3, we have Tariq McLarty. Lane 4 is Lachlan Andrew. Lane 5, Jacob Draz. Lane 6, Gregory Benson. Lane 8 is Ewan Ko. First to the feet, 27.92 by Mr. McLarty. Looks like lane number 3, Mr. Tariq, trying to open up a gap. These guys are right on his shoulders. Bringing it to the flags. Who's it going to be coming into the wall? First to the touch looks like Mr. McLarty in lane 1 with a 58.56. Underway, heat number 2. Lane number 1, Jack Wanless. Lane 2, Josh Yun. Lane 3, George Wang. Lane 4, Luke Meritus. Lane 5, Michael Flynn. Lane 6, Mr. Tyson Tucci. Lane 7, Joshua Knoll. Lane 8, Gavin McCullough. Lane 9 is Lawrence Wang. And lane 10 is Ethan Chan. Looks like I had a 26.65 in there by Mr. Flynn. I hear the Redbird coach. Up next, this is going to be a hot heat. Heat number 3 is a hot heat. Taking that one home is lane number 5, Michael Flynn with a 54.92. Up next, heat 3. This is a hot heat. Off to the races right now. Heat number 3 of 4. In lane 1, we have Braze Sanchez. Lane 2, Syfix Rob. Lane 3, Maxim Rybchuk. Lane 4, Jack Redden. Lane 5, Omar Fatala. Lane 6, Darren Rogers. Lane 7, Carson Faley. Lane 8 is Brian Mendoza. Lane 9, Ryan Bates. Lane 10, Ethan Fua. Bringing it to the wall on the first 50 to the feet. Looks like 26.56, Mr. Fatala in lane 5. It's close. There's a lot of white water out there. These guys just going hammer time on the way back. Bringing it back, dropping to the paint, bringing it to the wall, and it goes to 55.34 in lane number 5, Mr. Fatala. Great job. That was a hot heat winner, Mr. Fatala. Heat number 4, fresh off the blocks in the water and breaking out right now. In lane 1, we have Christian Blaski. Lane 2, Brandon Johnson. Lane 3, William Gallagher. Lane 4, Ernest Berdichowski. Lane 5, Alexei Filipovic. Lane 6 is Erkan Ozgen. Lane 7, Dimitri Zemenides. Lane 8 is Riley Austin. Lane 9 is Rex Mower. Lane 10 is Mason Hodge. Taking a look at the board, looks like a 26.07. May have taken that one by Mr. Filipovic. Alexei Filipovic, lane number 5. These guys right on his hips, pushing up to his shoulders. It's going to be close, bringing it home. Taking it to the wall is Mr. Filipovic with a back half split of a 29.00, sitting at a 55.07. Up next is going to be event number 11. The girls 11-12 100-meter free. Off and running right now is Heat 1. Heat 1, check 2, 2, 2. There it is. Heat 1 of 4, lane 3. We have Logan Howard. Lane 4, Jennifer Chen. Lane 5, Ruhi Cheaton. Lane 6, Elizabeth Ronsky. Lane 7 is Melissa Yu. Taking this one back. Ronsky in lane number 6 with a 105.45. Nice swimming, ladies. Up next, Heat 2. Heat 2, lane 1, we have Hannah Johnson. Lane 2, Sophine Panko. Lane 3 is Reese Frigetto. Lane 4 is Bridget McCann. Lane 5, Maya Arroyo. Lane 6, Gabriela Valiz. Lane 7, Gianna Capello. Lane 8 is Isabella Rosenbergas. Lane 9 is Haley Swatland. And lane 10 is Isabella Chow. Taking it to the house with a 101.45, Miss Arroyo in lane number 5. Right now, Heat check 2, 2, 2. This microphone. Heat number 3 in the water. We have lane 1, Annika Parkey. Lane 2, Anya Linzen. Lane 3, Sophia Tujanelis. Lane 4 is Ava Salverson. Lane 5, Jessica Kerpikis. Lane 6, Brooke Menke. Lane 7, man, I'm killing these names. I'm sorry. Lane 7 is Isabella Palermo. Lane 8 is Aya Carmela Delagin. Lane 9 is Renee Tan, and lane 10 is Sydney Jenkins. Two. That's better. This is heat number 4. Lane 1, we have Victoria Zelinsky. Lane 2, Chloe Diner. Lane 3, Joyce Yoon. Lane 4, Megan Marquardt. Lane 5, Leah Hayes. Lane 6, Sophia Szymanski. Lane 7 is Megan Ang. Lane 8 is Amelia Mariano. Lane 9 is Ivy Chan. And lane 10 is Elizabeth Euler. 2. Check. There we go. Locking the door, throwing away the key is Miss Leah Hayes with a 58.71 in lane number 5. Up next, event 12. Off the blocks right now is event 12, boys 11-12, 100-meter free. Heat 1 of 5. Lane 4, Timothy Cho. Lane 5, Alexander Phillips. Lane 6, Caden McDonald. Lane 7 is Turner Ferguson. Taking it to the house with a 31.18, Mr. Timothy Cho in lane 4. 2. Under the flags, to the wall goes to 33.60, Miss Ferguson taking it home. Lane number 2, or heat number 2 of 5. Lane 1, we have Mateo Young. Lane 2, Bryce Loger. Lane 3, Aya Rivkin. Lane 4, Jaden Vo. Lane 5, Kyle Algram. Lane 6, Miles Parker. Lane 7, Jackson Highland Pressall. Lane 8 is Mitchell Niemick. Lane 9 is Isaiah Porter. And lane 10 is Jacob Gramer. First of the feet on the 50, it looks like 29.90. Lane number 8, Mitchell. I'm going to do one on heat 4. Heat 4. These guys bringing it back underneath the flags, dropping into the blue paint. First to the wall looks like Rifkin answering back in the lane number 3 with 32.79 and a 103.15. Off the blocks to the races is heat 3 of 5. Lane 1, Larry Rattler. Lane 2, Brady Johnson. Lane 3, Stefan Grud. Grud. Jonathan Wang is in 4. Aaron Gruverick is in 5. Noah Ogado is in 6. Jacob German in 7. Diego Rosario in 8. Yuban Ko in 9. Theodore Nikolov in 10. 28.91 looks like. Taking the first. These gentlemen pushing it back through the last 15 meters, bringing it home. Under the flags. First to the wall, looks like lane number 5. Aaron holding it down with a 100.91, sitting with the back half split of a 32.00. Up next, this is a hot heat. Once again, this is a hot heat for a heat number 4. Breaking out right now is heat 4 of 5. Once again, this is a hot heat. In lane 1, we have Charles Buffton. Lane 2, Philip Popko. Lane 3, Andrew Rosa. Lane 4, Code Podgorski. Lane 5, David Bassa. Lane 6, we have Mr. Chris Sauk. Lane 7, Aiden Music. Lane 9, Dragus Kozma. Lane 9 is Victor Margetta. Lane 10 is David Cohan. 29.38. Looks like that one. Mr. Bassa in 5. Cranking this one out on this back half 100, sitting back with the back half at 100.85. Mr. Sauk in lane 6 answering back from St. Charles with the back half split of 30.97. This is the final heat, heat number 5. Lane 1, we have Tyler Bardak. Lane 2, Peter Nolan. Lane 3, Nicholas Myers. Lane 4, Wesley Zhao. Lane 5, Colin Zhang. Lane 6, Kevin Obochi. Lane 7 is Matthew Johnson. Lane 8 is Steve Tapia. Lane 8 is Steve Tapia. Lane 9 is Edward Zhao. And lane 10, Christopher Torfey. Looks like Mr. Zhang in 5 trying to pull it away. Sitting with the 29.20, the first 50. So actually this goes out to all the family and friends up in the stands. If you are holding a camera or a video camera, please make sure that your flash is off. Once again, please make sure there is no flash photography. Moving right along, this is event number 13, the girls 13-14 200 fly. Heat 1 of 5. In lane 3, we have Kayla Brock. Lane 4, Stephanie Lopez. Lane 5, Anne Marie Lancaster. Lane 6 is Nadia Helm. Lane 7 is Meda Fedorovicius. Hope I said that one right. Looks like the meet record was set back in 2009 by Miss Connie Sue with a 2:17.19. These ladies looking strong. Taking it out on the 150. Looks like Miss Lancaster holding it down. Bringing it to the 150 wall. Looks like 155.10. Miss Lancaster in 5 from Academy. Right with her is Miss Helm, sitting at a 40.41 on her third split with a 156.70. It's close. These ladies are going neck to neck. Bringing it home on the last 50. Two lead ladies pushing right past 25 meters. Under the flags, last couple of strokes takes it to the wall. It is Miss Helm with a 235.76. In the water we have heat 2. We're going to make this a hot heat for event number 13, the girls 13-14 to fly. Once again, this is a hot heat. For those of you watching along at home, a hot heat just means if you are the heat winner, you get a prize. And this week's prize, or this weekend's prize, is Culver's of Pleasant Prairie. Swim Spirit Award, you get 1 free single dip cone. Oh, snap. Getting some ice cream cones. To heat 2, lane 1, we have Sophie Mang. Lane 2, we have Alyssa Tungle. Lane 3, Victoria Grzysuk. Lane 4, Sophia Z. Lane 5, Emma Nissan. Lane 6, Margaret Myers. Lane 7, Bailey Racky. Lane 8 is Emma Zhang. Lane 9 is Kate Schilling. Lane 10 is Kelly Shortall. Cranking this first 100 out. Looks like Miss Tungle in 2 with a 1:11.81. See if she could hold the lead. Bringing it back on the 150. Miss Shortall right there with a 152.74. Miss Myers with a 151.71. Miss Schilling with a 153.80. Miss Tungle with a 153.48 off the 150. Lead swimmers making their way back. Last 25 meters. Thank you. Bringing this one home is Miss Myers with a 230.86. Up next, heat 3. Right now in the water we have heat 3 of 5 for the girls 13-14 to fly. In lane 1 we have Kathleen Walsh. Lane 2 Alexandra Mitchell. Lane 3 Emily Busaro. Lane 4 Amy Duhamel. Lane 5 Jillian Wilson. Lane 6 Leslie Wendell. Lane 7 Carly Morshell. Lane 8 is Victoria Turos. Lane 9 Cadence Fort. Lane 10 Jenna Kroll. For this evening, check 2. Man, this microphone's 2, 2, 2, check. 2, 2, 2. All right. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. For this man. This evening's event number 9, the girls 13-14 100-meter free. Looks like we have in the B final, B final is Mruck, Schneider, Szymanski, Grasser, Kilmer, Olivio, Peachnick, Lumsden, Piper Wood Prince, and Robinson. The 2 alternates are going to be Molly Yetter and Grace Hagemaster. In the A final for this evening is going to be Caitlin Suda, Hannah Shimada, Michelle Kaner, Emily Busaro, Leslie Wendell, Lillian Reeder, Sally Ma, Molly Lubner, Julietta Tracy, and Carly Novaline. The time is officially 9:43. You have 30 minutes to scratch. won't be until the next event. One. Finishing off strong. Ladies bringing it back underneath the flags, the lead group. This is heat number 4. This mixer is awesome. Heat 4, lane 1, we have Elise Bowman. Lane 2, Ashley Siegel. Lane 3, Audrey Kilmer. Lane 4, Alexis Wendell. Lane 5, Julietta Tracy. Lane 6, Katie O'Donnell. Lane 7, Paige Armstrong. Lane 8, Madison Supple. Lane 9 is Tessa Jones. Lane 10 is Nellie Hadlaw. For this evening, event number 10, the boys 13-14, 100 free. For this evening, looks like the 2 alternates are going to be Ethan Chan and Brandon Johnson. The B final is going to be Cyfax Rob, Rex Mower, Lawrence Wang, Riley Austin, Gavin McCullough, Ethan Fua, Luke Merites, Dimitri Zemenidis, Carson Faley, and Tyson Tucci. The A final is going to be Jack Redden, Maxim Rybchuk, Joshua Knoll, Ernest Bertachowski, Erkan Ozgin, William Gallagher, Darren Rogers, Omar Fatala, Alexei Filipovic, and Michael Flynn. The time is officially 9:46. You have 30 minutes to scratch. Also for this evening, event 11, the girls 11, 12, 100 free. Looks like the 2 alternates are Delonigan, Aya Carmichael. Let's see. Amelia Mariano. And I'll finish with the B final and the A final. Right now, these ladies bringing it home. Dropping to the wall is 224.63, Miss Julietta Tracy in lane number 5. Off and running right now is heat number 5. In lane 1, we have Tess Walsh. Lane 2, Ann Gathoff. Lane 3, Mary Grace King. Lane 4, Chloe Nelson. Lane 5, Addison Don Fries. Lane 6, Otzi Gomez. Lane 7 is Lindsay Drum. Lane 8, Olivia Assay. Lane 9, Miss Lillian Reeder. Lane 10, Naomi Ruff. Continuing on for this evening's event number 11, the girls 11, 12, 100 meter free. Once again, the 2 alternates are Aya Carmela Dallagin, and Amelia Mariano. The B final is going to be Isabella Rosenbergus, Reese Frigetto, Annika Parkey, Haley Swatland, Elizabeth Euler, Ivy Chan, Megan Ang, Sophia Tijuanelis, Gianna Capello, Renee Tan. The A final for this evening is going to be Ava Salverson, Isabella Palermo, Brooke Manecki, Megan Marquardt, Gabriela Velez, Sophia Szymanski, Bridget McGann, Maya Arroyo, Jessica Kuperkis, and Leah Hayes. The time is officially 9:49. You have 30 minutes to scratch. For event number 12, the boys 11-12 100-meter free, this evening, the two alternates are going to be Peter Nolan and Euban Ko. The B final is going to be Nicholas Myers, Mitchell Nemisek, Andrew Rosa, Steve Tapia, Ida Rivkin, Theodore Nikolov, Wesley Zhao, Diego Rosario, Aiden Music, Jonathan Wang. The A final is going to be David Bassa, Stephen Grud, Noah Agotto, Code Podgorski, Jacob German, Kevin Abochi, Matthew Johnson, Aaron Gruverick, Chris Sauk, and Colin Zhang. The time is officially 9:50. You have 30 minutes to scratch. Event number 14, the boys 13-14 200 fly. Heat 1 of 5. This is a hot heat. Once again, this is a hot heat. Check 2, man. Lane 4, we have Kevin Paulina. Lane 5, we have Danny Sanhurski. Lane 6 is Daniel Kamara. These gentlemen looking strong as they bring it back on the first 100. Taking this one to the house right now is 110.66. Daniel in lane 6 with a 39.93 back half split on his first 100. Looks like Kevin in lane 3 is about to make a move, bringing it back on the 150. Daniel in lane 6, sitting at a 40.0 on a 150.66. Kevin in 4, pushing right up there with him with a 40.27 with a 151.60. Bringing it back on the 2. Lead swimmers under the flags. Kamara, lane 6 with a 230.87. Off right now is heat 2 of 5 for event number 14, the boys 13-14 200 fly, if you're watching along at home. In lane 1, we have Andrew Tonkovic. Lane 2, Michael Wierzerich. Lane 3, Gregory Benson. Lane 4, Jackson Oostman. Lane 5, Aiden Puck, or Puck. Lane 6, Tyler Connor. Lane 7, Christian Mamoser. Lane 8 is Martin Nowak. Lane 9, Milo Balzer. What? Yes, sir. Mimosa with a 38.41 with a 109.69 in lane 7, holding it down right now. Looks like Christian out front, but he has 5 swimmers right on his heels. Taking it to the 150, looks like Christian still sitting out front with a 149.72. 50 split of a 40 point. These guys making the turn on the way home. Last 50 fly. What's in the tank? Who's got it left? Who's making the charge? Who's bringing it back? Looks like Christian underneath the 25 meter. The pack underneath the 25 meter. These guys charging on the way back, bringing it into 15 meters. It's going to be close. These guys charging underneath the flags, dropping into the paint. Last couple strokes. First goes to 39.17. Christian in lane 7 with a 228.89. Off the start right now. And breaking out is heat number 3. In lane 1, we have Isaac Sherman. Lane 2, Eris Buzius. Lane 3, Jaden Gamilla. Lane 4, Homero Oliveris. Lane 5, Andrew Lynn. Lane 6, Timothy Hayes. Lane 7, Michael Wairaki. Lane 8 is Skylar Jolema. Lane number 9, Arnav Deshpande. Lane number 10, Nikola Maruzewski. Taking the first 100 to the house right now with a 102.91. Mr. Andrew Lynn sitting on a 34.4 pace. Coming into the turn on the 150, it looks like Mr. Lynn still holding it down with a 35.84. Sitting on a 138.75 coming off the 150. Looks like Mr. Hayes in 6, trying to make a push. Trying to bridge the gap. Closing in on Andrew. Pushing through 25 meters. Your 2 lead swimmers just going hammer time up front, breaking it back towards the flags. Into the wall, it looks like Mr. Lynn with a 36.81, sitting on a 215.56. Up next is going to be heat number 4. Breaking out right now, we have heat 4 of 5. Lane 1, we have Joshua Song. Lane 2, Bennett Lindbergh. Lane 3, Alexa Zapkiv. Lane 4, Sean Wenner. Lane 5, Matthew Gibson. Lane 6, Brian Mendoza. Lane 7, Ryan Dorer. Lane 8 is Joseph Dienstag. Lane 9, Keelan Fort. And lane 10, Adit Benur. For this evening, event number 13, the girls 13-14 to fly. The two alternates are going to be Amy Duhamel and Kate Schilling. The B final is going to be Kelly Shortall, Olivia Assay, Paige Armstrong, Mary Grace King, Victoria Turos, Ashley Seago, Katie O'Donnell, Leslie Wendell, Margaret Myers, and Alexandra Mitchell. The A final is going to be Lindsay Drum, Atsi Gomez, Naomi Ruff, Emily Buxaro, Jillian Wilson, Lillian Reeder, Audrey Kilmer, Alexis Wendell, Julietta Tracy, and Miss Addison Donfries. The time is officially 10 o'clock. You have 30 minutes to scratch. Coming in on the 150 to the wall, looks like 138.00. Mr. Gibson sitting at a 34.9 pace. A little bit of movement in the field, but these guys are just charging right now. We have a nice battle between Mendoza and Dorer. Looks like Mr. Gibson putting about 2 body lengths in between, taking it home. Mr. Gibson sitting with a 212.93 with a back half split of a 34.93 on that last 100. Up next, heat 5. Moving right along, this is the final heat for event number 14, the boys 13-14 to fly. In lane 1, we have Edward O'Bara. Lane 2, James Coffey. Lane 3, Kane Kriz. Lane 4, Nathaniel Tungle. Lane 5, Griffin O'Leary. Lane 6, Sean Sullivan. Lane 7 is Mr. Jake Regenwetter. Lane 8 is Lawrence Wang. Lane 9, Ethan Chan. Lane 10 is Rocco Coppoletti. First to the wall, looks like a 29.12. Mr. Sullivan in lane number 6. All right, here we go. Watch the splits. 33.2, sitting with a 34 mid. Super close. Looks like Mr. O'Leary still holding it down with a 102.57 coming out of that first 100. We have Mr. O'Leary sitting at a 136.14 right out of the 150. But there is some really good racing in here. We have first, second, third, and fourth. So close through this pack. Mr. O'Leary passing 25 meters. Mr. Sullivan right along with him. lock this one up, throw away the key. We have Mr. O'Leary with the back half split of his last 100 with a 34.53, sitting at a 210.67. Nice job, guys. Up next is event 15, the girls 11-12 50-meter backstroke. $13 minutes. The pool will be open for warm-up. Once again, warm-up is open for 13 minutes. Off and run right now. It is heat 4 of 5. This is a hot heat. Once again, this is a hot heat. Lane 1, we have Wilhelm Chaplin. Lane 2, Joshua Discola. Lane 3, Gavin Stiglitz. Lane 4, Kevin Obochi. Lane 5, Jacob German. Lane 6, Chris Sauk. Lane 7, Arte. I'm not even going to say that one right. Lane number 8 is Zachary Guerrero. Lane 9, Thomas Malczewski. Lane 10, Brendan Worcester. We are on heat number 5. Lane 1, we have Miles Parker. Lane 2, Steve Tapia. Lane 3, Caden McDonald. Lane 4, Noah Agado. Lane 5, Jaden Heinlein. Lane 6, Jonathan Wang. Lane 7, Tyler Bardak. Lane 8 is Charles Tracy. Lane 9 is Henry Gao. And lane 10 is Xavier Sohovich.
Event 12, we did have a change to the lineup.
All right, sounds good. And then for this one?
There were no changes.
No changes, just read through
10,
them?
yeah, 10 and 11, you can just announce.
Moving right along, right now we have event number 17. This is the girls 13-14 100-meter back. Heat 1 of 5. Lane 1, Nicole Sturchel. Lane 2, Caroline Cooper. Lane 3, Megan Mead. Lane 4, Sarah Michael. Lane 5 is Alexandra Gorecki. Lane 6, Nadia Helm. Lane 7, Olivia Say. Lane 8 is Claudia Zesnik. Lane 9 is Christine Kelly. First to the feet on the 50, looks like a 33.84 by Miss Assay in 7. Bringing it back. These ladies are in 15 meters. Pushing in towards the flags. Dropping into the blue plate. Bringing it to the wall, and it looks like Miss Kelly in lane number 9 with the 110.13. Up next, heat 2. Heat number 2. In lane 1, we have Madison Dorn. Lane 2, Samantha Bore. Lane 3 is Claire Krogman. Lane 4, Ella Schrader. Lane 5, Quinn Bike. Lane 6 is Molly Lubner. Lane 7, Amelia Jedrika. Lane 8 is Jacqueline Yep. Lane 9, Maura Fitzgerald. Lane 10, Sarah Jass. For this evening, event number 10, the boys 13-14 100 free. The two alternates are Ethan Chan and Brendan Johnson. The A final or the B final is going to be Rex Moore, Riley Austin, Ethan Fua, Dimitri Zemenez, Tyson Tucci, Carlson Faley, Luke Mertes, Gavin McCullough, Lawrence Wang, and Syfax Rob. The A final is going to be Maxim Rabchuk, Ernest Bertachowski, William Gallagher, Omar Fatala, Michael Flynn, Alexei Filipovic, Darren Rogers, and Erkin Osgen, Joshua Knoll, and Jack Redden. Off the blocks right now is event number 17 for the girls 13-14 100 back, heat 3 of 5. Lane 1, Elizabeth Ricken. Lane 2, Maura Walker. Lane 3, Katarina Schneider. Lane 4, Kendall Pickering. Lane 5, Michelle Kaner. Lane 6, Grace Hagemaster. Lane 7, Tegan Oska. Lane 8, Haley Welp. Lane 9, Elizabeth Cow. Lane 10 is Sophia Mang. Cranking the first 50 out to the feet on the flip. Looks like 32.50 by Miss Kaner in lane 5. Looks like Kaner still holding the lead marginally. At least she has 2, 3, 4 ladies pulling right up by her side. It's going to be close as they push through the last 15 meters. Breaking it back. Last couple strokes. Dropping in the paint. Bringing it to the wall, and it goes to 106.68. Miss Kaner in lane 5. It is heat number 4 of 5. This is a hot heat. Once again, this is a hot heat. In lane 1, we have Bailey Racky. Lane 2, Angelina Cackles. Lane 3, Annabelle Olivio. Lane 4, Jane Sanderson. Lane 5, Carly Novaline. Lane 6, Alex Smith. Lane 7, Molly Lumsden. Lane 8, Grace Beavers. Lane 9, Sarah Cawley. And lane 10, Lily Consiglio. .32.86 by Miss Novaline in lane 5, taking that first 50. Ladies passing through 25 meters. It is still close. Anybody's race. Bringing it back. Pushing through 15 meters. This is where the rubber meets the road. Bringing it back on in for the last couple strokes. Who's got it left in the tank? Bringing it to the wall. First of the touch. Looks like 107.11 with a 34.25 back half split by Miss Novaline in 5. Fresh off the blocks right now is the final heat, heat number 5 for event number 17. The girls 13-14 100-meter backstroke for those following along at home. In lane 1 right now we have Ella Young. Lane 2, Kendall Milo. Lane 3, Miss Molly Yetter. Lane 4, Sophia Mruck. Lane 5, Caitlin Suda. Lane 6, Claudia Yoon. Lane 7, Edison Donfries. Lane 8 is Melissa Patterson. 9 is Mary Grace King. And lane 10 we have Miss Isabella Ramos. Bringing it around to the turn on the feet to the flip. Looks like it goes to 32.39 by Miss Mruck in lane 4. Taking that first 50, but it's still super close. These ladies are going stroke for stroke, all sitting on each other's shoulders right now. Passing through the first 25 meters on the way back for the back half of this 100. This one goes to 33.31 with a 106.20 or 120. Suda in 5. Right now is event number 18. This is now the boys, 13-14 100 back. Heat 1 of 5, lane 4, Christian Blasky. Lane 5, Charlie Steinbach. Lane 6, John Burke.
I'm gonna take a break.
All right, sounds good. Looks like a 32.9 or 32.37 by Mr. Burke in 6. Looks like Blasky in 4, trying to make a push. Swimmers under the flag. Burke with a 107.15. Heat number 2 for event number 18. Lane 1, Dimitri Zemenitis. Lane 2, Dylan Gao. Lane 3, Christian Herbst. Lane 4, Andrew Vitek. Lane 5, Mr. Alexander Smolecki. Lane 6, Jay Jenkins. Lane 7, Lawrence Wang. Lane 8, Rex Mower. Lane 9, Joshua Song. The next heat, heat number 3, is going to be a hot heat. Once again, heat number 3 is going to be a hot heat. So for this evening, event number 11, the girls 11, 12, 100 meter free. The B final is going to be Reese Forgetto, Haley Swatland, Ivy Chan, Sophia Tihunelis, Gianna Capello, Renee Tan, Megan Ang, Elizabeth Euler, Annika Parkey, and Isabella Rosenbergus. And I'll finish off that after this next start. Thanks, brother. Yeah. Right now off the blocks and breaking out, we have heat number 3 of 5. This is a hot heat. Once again, this is a hot heat. Lane 1, we have Caleb Yao. Lane 2, Arnav Deshpande. Lane 3, Joshua Knoll. Lane 4, Lachlan Andrew. Lane 5, Alexei Filipovic. Lane 6 is Matthew Gibson. Lane 7, Luke Meritus. Lane 8, Sean Sullivan. Lane 9, Andrew Kelly. Lane 10, Mr. Toby Kottner. Bringing this one home for the first 50, looks like a 30.20 by Mr. Filipovic in 5. Still super close. Look at that. It looks like only less than 1 second, 1.5 seconds splits the whole field. Heat number 4, off to the races. Lane 1, Jacob Galasizinski. Lane 2, Jonathan Farber. Lane 3, Michael Romero. Lane 4, Erkan Ozgen. Lane 5, Andrew Lin. Lane 6, Riley Austin. Lane 7 is Omar Fatala. Lane 8 is Dylan Barao. Lane 9 is Michael Wairaki. Lane 10 is Dalton Glynn. For the remainder of this evening's event 11, girls 11-12, 100 meter free. The A final is going to be Isabella Palermo, Megan Marquardt, Sophia Szymanski, Maya Royal, Leah Hayes, Jessica Koperikis, Bridget McGann, Gabriella Valiz, Brooke Manecki, and Ava Salverson. The alternates are Amelia Mariano and Aya Carmela Daligan. That one goes to Mr. Andrew Lin with a 101.66. Breaking out right now is Heat 5, the final heat for event number 18, the boys 13-14 100 backstroke. Lane 1, Siddhartha Ojha. Lane 2, Ryan Dorr. Lane 3, Luke Thorell. Lane 4, Ernest Bertachowski. Lane 5, Griffin O'Leary. Lane 6, Timothy Hayes. Lane 7, Jack Redden. Lane 8 is Brandon Johnson. Lane 9 is Alex Shen. Lane 10 is Zachary Toller. Going back to event number 12, there was one change. It looks like the B final is going to be Mitchell Nemiak, Steve Tapia, Theodore Nikolov, Diego Rosario, Jonathan Wang, Aiden Music, Wesley Zhao, Ayaya Rivkin, Andrew Rosa, Yuban Ko. And then I'll read the A final after this. Wrapping this one up, looks like 30.54 with the back half split, sitting at a 59.69, Mr. O'Leary in lane number 5. Off the blocks right now is moving right along to event number 19. This is the girls 11-12 100 meter breaststroke. Heat 1 of 4. Lane 4, we have Caroline Struby. Lane 5, Christine Jimenez. Lane 6, Madeline Orr. Lane 7 is Grace Chin. Circling back around for event number 12, the 11-12 boys 100 free. The A final is going to be not little. These guys are all growing up now. Stevie Grudd, Code Podgorski, Kevin Abochi, Aaron Gruvoric, Colin Zhang, Chris Sauk, Matthew Johnson, Jacob Germain, Noah Gatto, and David Bassa. The two alternates are going to be Peter Nolan and Larry Rattler. The time is officially 10:46. You have 30 minutes to stretch. Off the blocks right now is heat number 2 of 4. Lane 1, we have Shaylin Brown. Lane 2, Ava Selverson. Lane 3, Maya Elisee. Lane 4, Erica EQ. Lane 5, Kalia Hughes. Lane 6, Sophia Lynn. Lane 7 is Avery Kleitch. Lane 8 is Kelsey Wessel. Lane 9, Juliet Pino, or Pyatt, sorry. And lane 10 is Annika Shandola. Looks like a 37.84 by Miss Hughes, taking that one in lane number 5 for the first 50 as they make their way on back. These ladies bring it on back, just about passing through 25 meters. We have 5 ladies all pushing through to 15 meters. These ladies making their way right on back. Last couple strokes, bringing it into the wall. First to the touch goes to 43.15, back half split, 44.34. Miss Hughes in lane 5. In the water right now is heat 3 of 4. Lane 1, Samantha Smith. Lane 2, Bryn Kleitsch. Lane 3, Rachel Kravtsov. Lane 4, Rose Jania. Lane 5 is Kayla Duran. Lane 6 is Ruhi Cheaton. Lane 7, Chloe Diner. Lane 8 is Isabella Rosenbergus. Lane 9, Natalie Sierzanowski. Lane 10 is Jennifer Chen. For this evening, event number 13, the final read-through is going to be the B final is Olivia Say, Mary Grace King, Ashley Seago, Leslie Wendell, Alexander Mitchell, Margaret Myers, Katie O'Connell, Victoria Turos, Paige Armstrong, and Kelly Shortall. The A final is going to be Atsi Gomez, Emily Bissaro, Lillian Reeder, Alexis Wendell, Edison Donfries, Julia Tracy, Audrey Kilmer, Jillian Wilson, Naomi Ruff, and Lindsay Drum. The 2 alternates are going to be Kate Schilling and Amy Duhamel. Bringing this one home for event number 19. Event number, or heat 3, is a tie with a 118.77 by Duran and Cheaton. Heat number 4, this is the final heat for event number 19. The girls 11-12, 100 breaststroke. Lane 1, we have Logan Howard. Lane 2, Gianna Gagliano. Lane 3, Adriana Paradis. Lane 4, Miss Burlington Bocos. Lane 5, Leah Hayes. Lane 6, Bridget McCann. Lane 7 is Panisa Peryakalejev. Lane 8, Lily Sander. Lane 9, Kate Pickford. Lane 10, Stephanie Kirova. Man. Coming into event number 15 for this evening is going to be, looks like B final, Christine Jimenez. Kalia Hughes, Isabella Canny, Isabella Chow, Sophia Tihunelis, Elizabeth Lehman, Jennifer Chen, Aya Carmela Dalanigan, Zainab Harriman, and Elizabeth Ronsky. Looks like Miss Leah Hayes taking that one with a 114.77. Right now we have event number 20 in the water. This is the boys 11-12 100-meter breaststroke. Lane 1 is Miles Parker. Lane 2, James Sukalis. Lane 3, Isaiah Porritt. Lane 4, Dominic Mazurek. Lane 5, Gavin Little. Lane 6, David Cohan. Lane 7, Sang Nguyen. Lane 8, Charles Pluth. Lane 9, Matuz Stelmazek. Lane 10, Nemanas Zones. Going back to what I was saying for event number 15, the A final is going to be Eugene Shin, Megan Eng, Jessica Kupirkis, Elizabeth Euler, Haley Reef Snyder, Reese Frigetto, Ivy Chan, Annika Parkey, Sophia Szymanski, and Maya Arroyo. The two alternates are going to be Anna Quigley and Megan Marquardt. The time is officially 10:53. You have 30 minutes to scratch.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
someone lost their phone in the locker room.
Sweet, thanks.
Heat number 2 of 4 for event number 20, the boys 11-12, 100-meter breaststroke. Lane 1, we have Euben Ko. Lane 2, Max Rice. Lane 3, Edgar Rutkowskis. Lane 4 is Felix Wang. Lane 5, Jeffrey Ho. Lane 6 is Mitchell Nimisek. Lane 7 is Jackson Heinlein Pressalt. Lane 8 is Wilhelm Chaplin. Lane 9 is Michael O'Connell. Lane 10 is Evan Meyer. For this evening, event number 16. The boys 11-12 50-meter backstroke. The B final is going to be Zachary Guerrero, Charles Tracy, Edward Zhao, Gavin Stinglitz, Nathan Wolski, Stephen Grud, Chris Sauk, Timothy Cho, Noah Johnson, Steve Tapia. The A final is going to be Noah Gatto, Caden McDonald, Bryce Loger, Tyler Bardak, Jonathan Wang, Andrew Spencer, Kevin Obochi, Brady Johnson, Jacob Germain, Jaden Heinlein. And it looks like there's going to be a swim-off between Isaiah Port, William Watson, Dominic Mazurek, and Brendan Walter. Once again, for event number 16, the boys 11-12 50-meter backstroke. Looks like there's a swim-off between three swimmers, not 4. The 3 swimmers are Isaiah Port, William Watson, and Dominic Mazurek. Heat number 3 in the water right now for event number 20. This is the boys 11-12 100-meter breaststroke. Joshua Svab in 1. Kian Lamb in 2, Henry Chen in 3, Larry Rattler in 4, Colin Zhang in 5, Nicholas Camancia in 6, Mateo Young in 7, Charles Bluffton in 8. In 9, we have Zachary Rosenfeld, lane 10, Kasparis Venzlauskis. Looks like taking this one home is going to be Mr. Zhang in 5 with a 1:15.15. Up next, Heat 4. Underway right now is Heat 4, the final heat for event number 20. The boys 11-12, 100-meter breaststroke. Lane 1, we have Thanapat Misakasavaki. Lane 2, Harrison Roberts. Lane 3, Theodore Nikolov. Lane 4, we have Thomas Adamatis. Lane 5, Ernest Rabinovich. Lane 6, Nathaniel Harris. Lane 7, Jaden Vo. Lane 8, Andrew Groza. Lane 9, Evan Gitlevich. Lane 10 is Anthony Chen. First to the wall on the 50, looks like 34.63 by Mr. Rabinovich in 5. Everything. Your name, what you're swimming, and the song. Name and artist. Mr. Rabinovich in lane number 5 takes that home with the 116.72. Moving right along, this is event number 21. This is now the girls 13-14 200-meter breaststroke. Heat 1 of 5, and lane 1 we have Olivia Shaw. Lane 2, Isabella Saishon. Lane 3 is Jordan Felichette. Lane 4 is Cameron Schmidt. Lane 5, Ella Gasparini. Lane 6 is Chloe Bai. Lane 7, Abigail Stevens. Lane 8 is Rowan Szymanski. Lane 9, Bridget O'Grady. So I just want to give you a heads up that we do have a phone here at the announcer table. Once again, there is a phone at the announcer table. If you're missing a phone, come on by. I want to say it's one of the swimmers. What was the changes? So, moving on to event number 14, which is the boys 13-14 200 fly. It's closed with changes, and this is it. Heat 1B final is going to be Bennett Lindbergh, Adit Benur, Aleska Zabkiv. And I'll get back to that in a second. I need a representative from Sage YMCA to admin, please. Once again, a representative from Sage YMCA to admin, please. Returning back to Heat 1 for event number 14, the boys 13-14 for this evening. The rest of the B final is going to be Jake Regenwetter, Michael Rocky, Kane Kriz, James Coffey, Lawrence Wang, and Ethan Chan. The final for the A final is going to be Nathaniel Tungle, Ryan Dorer, Timothy Hayes, Sean Sullivan, Griffin O'Leary, Matthew Gibson, Andrew Lynn, Brian Mendoza, Sean Werner, and Joseph Dienstag. The two alternates are going to be Arnav Deshpande and Skylar Drolema. Bringing it back on the first 200 breaststroke for the girls 13-14. Event number 21. It is so close as they make their way on back. The whole pack is back to back to back. Who's it going to be? Bringing it way underneath the flags. Looks like the lead ladies are dropping into the paint, bringing it away into the wall. First goes to, looks like Miss Bai with a 2:59.69. Off the blocks and in the water right now is heat number 2 of 5. Lane 1, we have Callie Tuma. We have lane 2, Taylor Ote. Lane 3, Candace Fort. Lane 4 is Theodora Califetanu. Hope I said that one right. Lane 5, Laura Missy-Eunice. Lane 6, Isabella Ramos. Lane 7, Kristen Orlick. Lane 8 is Mackenzie Miller. Lane 9, Ava Schlegeter. And lane 10 is Naomi Ruff. Circling back on this evening for event number 17, the girls 13-14 100-meter backstroke. The B final is going to be Angelina Cackles, Haley Welp, Ella Schrader, Kendall Milo, Molly Lubner, Katarina Schneider, Grace Hagemaster, Elizabeth Ricken, Amelia Jadrika, Jane Sanderson. The A final is going to be Molly Lumsden, Molly Yetter, Annabelle Olivio, Claudia Yoon, Tegan Olska, Kendall Pickering, Sophia Mrook, Carly Novaline, Michelle Kaner, and Caitlin Suda. The 2 alternates will be Melissa Patterson and Bailey Racky. The time is officially 11:04. You have 30 minutes to scratch. But getting back to the action here right now in the water, looks like we have Miss Naomi Ruff trying to push it out in front. She has 3-4 swimmers right there with her, pushing up on her hips, almost up to her shoulders. Dropping into the wall right now on the 150, it looks like Miss Ruff with a 2:07.89. Right with her is 2:10.33 and 2:10.89. Miss Orlick and Ramos in 7 and 6. Ladies just past the 25-meter on the way back. Looks like a couple ladies are making the push towards the front pack. Underneath the flags, dropping into the wall, and it's going to be Miss Orlick answering back in lane number 7 with a 2:53.96. Up next, heat 3. Here it is, heat 3 of 5 for event number 21, the girls 13-14 200 breaststroke. For those of you just now joined along at home or up in the stands. Lane 1, we have Emma Zhang. Lane 2, Kaylee Dexter. Lane 3, Tegan Oska. Lane 4, Ashley Seago. Lane 5, Sarah Jass. Lane 6, Maggie Papanicholas. Lane 7, Madeline Zur. Lane 8, Caroline Kramer. Lane 9, Lauren Willie. Lane 10, Jillian Wilson. Taking that first 50 to the house, looks like 37.42. Miss, who's that? Lane 9, Lauren. Looks like Miss Sarah Jess trying to make a move right now on this 100. Closing this first 100 out, looks like 120.47 right now. Miss Kramer in 8. Dropping on the 150 looks like a 2:04.43, Miss Kramer. We have all the ladies pointing back, last 50. Just inside the 15-meter, breaking into the flags. Taking this one home looks like 248.49. Miss Kramer in 8. Up next, heat 4. Moving right along, this is heat number 4 of 5 for the 200 breaststroke. Lane 1, Kate Schilling. Lane 2, Kennedy Gross-Klaus. Lane 3, Natalia Pliwa. Lane 4, Camilla Nowak. Lane 5, Nina Mullen. Lane 6, Kate Hanley. Lane 7, Veronica Peachnik. Lane 8, Miss Michelle Fang. Lane 9, Mira Federvicious. Sorry for killing some of these names. Lane number 10 is Alexander Sheridan. So event number 9 is closed, no changes. Once again, event number 9 is closed, no changes. For event 18, the boys 13-14 100-meter backstroke, the 2 heats for this evening. The B final is going The B final is going to be Lachlan Andrew, Arnav Deshpande, Joshua Knoll, Luke Thorell, Jonathan Farber, Dylan Barao, Michael Romero, Sean Sullivan, Brandon Johnson, Luke Mertis. The A final is going to be Erkan Osgen, Jack Redden, Ryan Dorer, Riley Austin, Ernest Bertachowski, Timothy Hayes, Matthew Gibson, Alexei Filipovic, Andrew Lynn and Griffin O'Leary. The 2 alternates are going to be Andrew Vitek and Dalton Glynn. The time is officially 11:11. You have 30 minutes to scratch. Miss Nina Mullen taking that one to the house with a 240.72. Off the blocks right now in the water, heat 5, event number 21, the girls 13-14 200-meter breaststroke. Lane 1, Victoria Turos. Lane 2, Olivia Danhouse. Lane 3, Katie oh my God, I'm sorry. Makarska. Oh man, I am sorry for everybody that's listening. Lane number 4 is Angelina Messina. Lane 5, Kaylin Gridley. Lane 6, Katie O'Connell. Lane 7 is Kendall Pickering. Lane 8, Alexandra Mantel. Lane 9, Sophia Vogt. Lane 10 is Megan Mansfield. For this evening, event number 19, the girls 11-12 100-meter breaststroke. The B final is going to be Kate Pickford, Bryn Kleitsch, Gianna Gagliano, Avery Kleitsch, Panisa Pirukilev, Rachel Kravstov, Isabella Rosenbergus, Andrea Paradis, Kelsey Wessel, Lily Sander. The A final is going to be Sophia Lynn, Erica Ikiu, Kalia Hughes, Chloe Diner, Rose Jania, Miss Burlington Bokos, Kayla Duran, Ruhi Cheaton, Bridget McGann, and Miss Leah Hayes. The two alternates for this evening will be Maya Elisade and Ava Salverson. The time is officially 11:14. You have 30 minutes to scratch. Closing this one down with a 236.76 is Miss Gridley in lane number 5. Up next is going to be event number 22, the boys 13-14 200-meter breaststroke. Event 22 officially underway. This is heat 1 of 5. Lane 1, Nathan Bell. Lane 2, Arthur Zhang. Lane 3, Alan Tang. Lane 4, Alexander Lakin. Lane 5, Ethan Fua. Lane 6, Caleb Yao. Lane 7, Rohan Botts. Lane 8 is Dylan Fu. Lane 9, Mason Hodge. And lane 10, Reese Helmick. For tonight's event number 20, boys 11-12, 100-meter breaststroke. The B final is going to be Wilhelm Chaplin, Edgar Rutkowskis, James Sukalis, Mateo Young, Kian Lamb, Jackson Pressalt Heinlein, Michael O'Connell, Larry Rattler, Andrew Rosa, Felix Wang. The A final is going to be Charles Buffton, Henry Chen, Thomas Adamatis, Nathaniel Harris, Theodore Nikolov, Jeffrey Howe, Mitchell Nemesek, Nicholas Kamenetsia, Ernest Rabinovich, and Colin Zhang. The two alternates are going to be Zachary Rosenfeld and Jaden Vo. The time is officially 11:17. You have 30 minutes to scratch. 244.66. Miss Fua in 5. Right now, Heat 2, Lane 1, Evan Bestor. Lane 2, Zach Wagner. Lane 3, Jeremy Marcus Suarez. Lane 4, Caden Hardy. Lane 5, Aiden Dunn. Lane 6, Orlando Z. Lane 7, Tyler Connor. Lane 8, Alon Schoenfeld. Lane 9, Alexander Pierce. And Lane 10, Kane Kriz. Mazurek, I need Dominic Mazurek to report down to the pool deck, please. Dominic Mazurek to the pool deck, please. Bringing it in on the 150. Looks like Mr. Bestor in lane 1 with a 200.98. Holding the 150. These guys charging on the way back. Evans still trying to hold him off in lane 1. 5 and 7 are right there with him, Dunn and Connor. Looks like these guys are dropping into the blue paint, bringing it to the wall, and it looks like Mr. Bestor with a 242.92 with the back half split of his second 100 with a 41.94. Up next, Heat 3. Heat number 3. Lane 1, we have Sullivan Swanson. Lane 2, William Newlands. Lane 3, Daniel Galaninski. Lane 4, we have Ricardo Ricciardi. Lane 5, Jake Regenwetter. Lane 6, Oleska Zabkiv. Lane 7, Grant Copen. Lane 8 is Jaden Gamilla. Lane 9, Bray Sanchez. And lane 10, Mr. Andrew Fix. These guys looking strong. Just past the 25-meter mark on their way back for the first 100. Underneath the flags. Dropping in on the first 100, and it looks like 40.21. Mr. Regenwetter in lane number 5 is sitting at a 114.04. Regenwetter holding them off at a 154.88, splitting out a 40.8. Mr. Galinsky right there with him with a 156.82. Taking this one to the house with a 235.07, Mr. Regenwetter in lane number 5. Off the blocks right now and in the water is heat number 4 of event number 22, the boys 13-14 200-meter breaststroke. Lane 1, we have George Wang. Lane 2, Mason Hergert. Lane 3, Hunter Jackson. Lane 4, Dalton Glynn. Lane 5, Andrew Lubashenko. Lane 6 is Charles Heyman. Lane 7, Syfax Rob. Lane 8 is Jack Redden. Lane 9, we have Carson Faley. Lane 10 is Skylar Drolema. Drop on the first 50. It looks like first of the touch is 34.57. Lane number 5, Lubashenko. Bringing it back on the first 100 underneath the flags. Looks like Andrew still holding off the pack, sitting at a 38.39. Andrew in lane number 5 with a 112.96. Mr. Hammond with a 40.65 on the back half split with a 116.06 in lane 6. 117.00 looks like Mr. Glynn in lane number 4. Mr. Lubashenko bridging it out. Looks like he's got about 2 body lengths between second and third. Andrew taking it to the house on the 150. Still sitting out front with a 40.20 split with a 153.16. Mr. Hammond with a 41.04 sitting at a 157.10. And Glenn with a 42.47 with a 159.47. Making the way on back for the last 50. Looks like Mr. Andrew Lubashenko in lane number 5, airing it out, passing through the 25-meter mark. Want to say Mr. Hammond in 6, making a push, trying to air it out a little bit. It's going to be a fight to the finish. We have Andrew Lubashenko with a 233.06 final split with a 39.90. Mr. Hammond with a 40.33 back half split, and he was sitting at a 237.43. Nice job, guys. Heat number 5. This is the final heat for event number 22. The boys 13-14, 200-meter breaststroke. Lane number 1, we have Michael Romero. Lane 2, Camden Swigert. Lane 3, Alexander Smolecki. Lane 4, Derek Song. Lane 5, Tyler Spillane. Lane 6, Casper Ligas. Lane 7, Nathaniel Tungle. Lane 8 is Jackson Hogue. Lane 9, Jackson Oostman. Lane 10, Mr. Braxton Bokos. Just want to give everybody a heads up that after the breaststroke, we're going to be going into a swim off, which will be for the boys 11-12 50-meter backstroke. It looks like we'll have William Watson, Isaac Porritt, and Dominic Mazurek coming up here in the next minute or two for a swim off with the boys 11-12 50-meter backstroke. 38.83. That was a tie in splits. Man, it is so close with these guys. Making their way back on the 150, their third length. Looks like we have a little bit of a shift in the crowd. We'll see on the 150 at the turn. I think I still need to do that one. All right, so we have event number 15, the girls 11-12, 50-meter backstroke. It is closed, no changes. Once again, 15, the 11-12 girls 50-meter backstroke closed, no changes. Bringing it to the wall. Looks like 2:33.07. Mr. Derek Song in lane 4 taking that one home. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Once again, coming up, we do have a swim off. We do have a swim off coming up next for event 116, which is actually the boys 11-12 50-meter backstroke. We have William Watson in lane 4, Isaiah Porritt in 5, and Dominic Mazurek in lane 6. Ladies and gentlemen, make a little bit of noise for your swim off. While we have a second for this evening, event number 21, the girls 13-14 200-meter breaststroke. The beep. We'll get to that in a second.
The names on the board don't matter. We're getting the correct times. It is the right event.
All right, underway. We have the boys 11-12 swim off 50 backstroke. Let them hear you make a little bit of noise as they're making their way on through, passing through last 15 meters. Coming underneath the flags. These guys are going to be close stroke for stroke, dropping in the blue paint, bringing it to the wall, and it is Mr. Castillo in lane number 5 with the 34.41. Oh, my bad. Just kidding. That was Mr. Isaiah Porritt. My bad. That was Mr. Isaiah Porritt with the 34.41. Pushing right along to event number 23, the girls 11-12, 400-meter free. In lane or heat 1, this is going to be 2 heats. The final heat will be this evening. Lane 1, we have Haley Swatlin. Lane 2 is Anna Quigley. Lane 3, Madison Dietz. Lane 4, Nada Elron. Lane 5, Maya Matthews. Lane 6, Cassidy Meyer. Lane 7, Victoria Zielinski. Lane 8, Avery Riley. And lane 9, Emily Wu. For this evening, speaking of this evening, for event number 21, the girls 13-14 200-meter breaststroke, the B final is going to be Naomi Ruff, Kristen Orlick, Natalia Pliwa, Kennedy Grosklaus, Veronica Peachnick, Megan Mansfield, Madeline Zur, Sophie Vogt, Sarah Jass, and Maggie Papanikolaou. The A final is going to be Camilla Nowak, Katie Makarashka. Man, I want to know how to say this. Ashley Segal, Kate Hadley, Caroline Kramer, Kendall Pickering, Kate O'Connell, Angelina Messina, Nina Mullen, and Kaylin Gridley. The 2 alternates are going to be Isabella Ramos and Lauren Willie. The time is officially 11:35. You have 30 minutes to scratch. Bringing it back on the 200. Looks like lane number 7, Zielinski, with a 2:29.18, sitting at a back half split of a 39.46. Ladies looking strong, bringing their way back on the 300. A little bit of a shuffle in the crowd. Still looking strong as the lead swimmers bring their way underneath the flags. Check the split, sitting at a 3:46.77. Rocking the 38 point. Miss Zielinski in 7. .450 on the feet, 425.23. She's staying extremely consistent at a 38 point. Lead swimmers bringing it home. Passing through 15 meters. Gonna be close, getting to the end. Looks like Miss Zielinski with a 5:02.25. And back half split with a 37.02. Excellent work, ladies. Excellent work. Off to the races is heat number 2. Lane 1, we have Abigail Wheeler. Lane 2 is Caitlin Gressick. Lane 3, Enya Linzen. Lane 4, Megan Moore. Lane 5, Ava Salverson. Lane 5, Miss Burlington Bokos. Lane 7 is Zainab Ehrman. Lane 8, Sienna Boone. Lane 9, Caitlin Jones. And lane 10, Miss Elizabeth Lehman. First to the feet on the 50 on the flip. 32.14, Miss Linzen in 3. Leading this one out front right now is lane number 6. Miss Boko is holding it down with a 37.89 split. Right now at a 3:40.50. Looks like Miss Linzen trying to make a push. Coming in, trying to close the gap. To the wall, on the flip to the feet. Looks like Miss Boko still holding it down at a 4:18.66 with 38.1. Lead pack passing through 25 meters. Boco's passing through the flags, getting into the wall. It looks like, man, that's high. 456.24, 37.58. Microphone. Nice job, ladies. Nice job. Coming up next is going to be event number 24, the boys 11-12, 400 free. Underway, heat 1 of 3 for this morning's session. In lane 4, we have William Dudemeyer. Lane 5, David Turos. Lane 6, Kian Lamb. And lane 7, Joshua DiCasola. First 50 goes to 33.8. Lane number, is that 6? Kian Lamb. For event number 17, the girls 13-14 100-meter backstroke. It is closed, no changes. Once again, it's closed, no changes for event 17. The girls 13-14 100-meter backstroke. Nice job, guys. Looked like Joshua taking that one home. Heat number 2 for event number 24. The boys 11-12, 400 free. Lane 1, Charles Buffton. Lane 2, Matthew Mingmong. Lane 3, Jonathan Blackman. Lane 4, Maximilian Rice. Lane 5, Bennett Stevens. Lane 6, Mr. Victor Margetta. Lane 7, Lucas Busaro. Lane 8, George Ivascu. Lane 9, William Watson. Lane 10, Zachary Guerrero. Bringing it back on the 200. Looks like Mr. Stevens might be sitting out there in front right now, but he has four swimmers scooting right on up on his heels. Taking the 200 in. At a 2:26, Mr. Stevens in lane number 5. Stevens splitting out a 37.9. Blackman with a 38.7, 38.4 for Busaro, 38.5 for Ivascu. Looks like these guys are trying to bridge the gap, close it up a little bit. Making the turn on the 3, sitting at 38.06. Staying consistent, starting to bring it back down. Now he's at a 342.03, Mr. Stevens. A lot of 38 point, 38 mid, 38 low, 39 low. Mr. Stevens trying to kick on the boosters. Bringing it back on the 350. Looks like our lead swimmer about to make the turn on the flip to the feet, sitting at 4:19.88, dropping his time down to 37.85, starting to pick it up a little bit. About to empty the tanks, whatever he's got left. It's going to be a race for second for sure. Stevens airing it out. Looks like about 2.5 body lengths. Pushing their way in. It's going to be close. It looks like Stevens going to wrap this one up. Who's it going to be for second and third? Looks like Stevens taking it home with a 4:57.08. And Busaro with a 5:00.08. And Ivascu with a 5:00.25. This is the final heat, heat number 3 for event number 24. The boys 11-12, 400-meter free. In lane 1, we have Rylan Anselm. Lane 2, Aiden Music. Lane 3, Ben Longeway. Lane 4, Kenneth Wills. Lane 5, Theodore Nikolov. Lane 6, Charles Tracy. Lane 7, Code Podgorski. Lane 8, Kyle Algram. Lane 9, Dragos Konsma. Lane 10, Mr. Turner Ferguson.
22 and 23 ready to be announced.
Okay.
16, 12.
All right, so event number 22. Boys 13-14, 200-meter breaststroke. B final is going to be Braxton Bokos, Evan Bestor, Grant Copen, Oleska Zabkiv, Dalton Glynn, Jaden Gamilla, William Newlands, Michael Romero, Ricardo Ricciardi, and Bray Sanchez. The A final is going to be Daniel Galinsky, Camden Swigart, Charles Hammond, Casper Ligas, Jackson Hogue, Nathaniel Tungle, Tyler Spillane, Jake Regenwetter, Derek Song, and Andrew Libashenko. The two alternates are going to be Jackson Ostman and Alexander Smolecki. The time is officially 11:57. You have 30 minutes to scratch. For event number 23, the girls 11-12 400-meter free this evening. Looks like it's closed. And no, just kidding. Okay, so we're going to go back to event 16, the boys 11-12 50 backstroke. It is closed. No scratches. Or closed and final. Event number 18, the boys 13-14 100-meter backstroke is a couple changes. The B final is going to be Arnav Deshpande, Luke Thorell, Dylan Burrell, Sean Sullivan, Luke Meritus, Brandon Johnson, Michael Romero, Jonathan Farber, Joshua Knoll, Lachlan Andrew. The A final is going to be Jack Redden, sorry. Riley Austin, Timothy Hayes, Alexei Filipovic, Griffin O'Leary, Andrew Lynn, Matthew Gibson, Ernest Berdichowski, Ryan Dorer, Erkan Osgen. And the two alternates are going to be Dalton Glenn and Andrew Kelly. Event number 19, girls 11-12 100-meter breaststroke is closed, no changes. And 20, the boys 11-12 100-meter breaststroke is closed, no changes. These guys are going to battle right now on the 400. This is heat 3 for event number 24. This is 11-12 boys 400 free, making their way on the last 100. Right now we have 3-4 swimmers just going to war up in the front of the pack. Make that 5 swimmers making his way in there. Underneath the flags coming in on the last 50. To the feet, to the turn. Looks like 4:13.71 with the 36.09. Mr. Algram in 8th, holding that one down, but it is close. Everybody is charging right now. Just completely unleashing the tanks, bringing it home on the last 50. Lead pack, splitting it up just a little bit, just passing through 25 meters. Looks like we have 3, 4, 5 swimmers trying to make the pack. Lead group pushing through 15-meter. Lead group pushing underneath the flags, dropping into the blue paint, bringing it to the wall. First to the touch goes to 34.35 with the 4:48.06. Mr. Kyle Algram in lane number 8 from St. Charles, taking that one home. Shut the door, throw away the key. So if I'm not mistaken, ladies and gentlemen, that is the finish to the first of our morning. For everybody that's in the crowd, thumbs up if we're still doing good. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Looks good.